What's up guys, it's Toby here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. Yes, you heard that right, because the Saudi Arabian transfer window is still open and Al Ittihad, after getting a £150 million bid rejected, they are coming back with a £200 million bid for Mohamed Salah, which would set a new British transfer record and of course the Liverpool transfer record, and they will carry on pushing for a deal all through next week while the Saudi Arabian transfer window is open. So this is a very worrying, hugely worrying, even though both Liverpool and Salah didn't give any indication that they would be willing to entertain this transfer. Something tells me that the agent of Salah is willing to hear them out. Also, let me know what is your score prediction for the Liverpool-Aston Villa game. Leave your comments down below. Come on Liverpool, I expect a tough game, but hopefully we can get another victory against a very strong Aston Villa team. I also read from different sources that the agent of Salah, Rami Abbas, even though he stated like 3 or 4 weeks ago that Salah didn't sign a contract extension because he wanted to leave Liverpool. He signed a contract extension because he had no plans to leave Liverpool. He had plans to stay at Liverpool. And I heard from multiple sources that this agent of Salah sat down with the representatives of Al Ittihad in Dubai to hear out their proposal. And I think because Melissa Reddy also said yesterday on Sky Sports News that that Salah is curious about the offer. Salah wants to hear what his actually a market worth in Saudi Arabia would be if he decided to go there. If Liverpool sells Salah right now, I would be absolutely livid, absolutely furious. That would absolutely kill off any hopes of Liverpool winning the title, any hopes of Liverpool winning silverware. And I think Liverpool, no matter what offer Saudi Arabian club Al Ittihad or any club puts down on Salah, we can't sell him right now because we can't sign a replacement. We should only entertain selling Salah next summer. I would actually ask Al Ittihad, you know what? If you are serious about Salah, put 200 million up front with another 50 million in bonuses and add-ons, and we agree to sell Salah next summer. So next summer, when Salah has 1 year left on his contract, he will be, I think, 32 years old if I'm not mistaken next summer. He can go to Al Ittihad still at the peak of his powers, but Liverpool get 250 million so we can properly rebuild Liverpool. Because these owners, they don't have the money to rebuild Liverpool properly. I mean, we needed one more centre-back signing and it would have cost only 30-40 million pounds to sign somebody like Inacio, a left-sided centre-back for Liverpool. And by the way, you can watch him in action in my FIFA 23 Liverpool career mode. I uploaded a new episode yesterday, so make sure to check it out because I signed Inacio and Gravenberch in my career mode, so you can actually watch him play at least on FIFA for Liverpool. And of course, if you enjoy these transfer news update videos and news update videos around Liverpool, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here. And the Liverpool sporting director Mike Gordon rejected proposals on a Thursday night and on a Friday and Saturday, and he said that Salah is not for sale and he considers the case closed. So Liverpool definitely don't want to lose Salah during the season when we can't replace him. But I also heard that potentially Liverpool could even sell Salah maybe in the January transfer window and sign Bakayoko as his replacement, who is playing for PSV Eindhoven. But he's a very young, very raw player. I don't think he should be the replacement. Actually, the replacement that I can see who is the most similar to Mo Salah with huge potential is Kvicha Kvaratskhelia of Napoli, the Kvaradona as they say, the Georgian absolutely brilliant talismanic winger who is playing for Napoli, and he would cost around at least 100, maybe 150 million pounds. But if we get 250 million for Salah either in January or next summer, we can actually throw a lot of that money towards Napoli, because Kvaratskhelia is really fast, skillful, very similar to Salah in that he can dribble with both feet. He's similarly built. He's very direct, very athletic, comfortable with both feet, can play on both wings. He's very creative. He also loves to tackle, loves to track back. He has an impossibly high ceiling. His potential is, as good as anybody. And he would be a brilliant player for Liverpool, and he's still very young. So long term, in the next 1 or 2 years, whenever Salah decides to leave Liverpool, and I would love Salah to stay at Liverpool. But think about it this way. Do you choose Salah to run down his contract and stay at Liverpool for 2 years? Or will you get Salah for 1 year only, not 2 years, but we get 200 million for him? It's a no-brainer. Because Liverpool are having such stingy, frugal owners, we are a sell-to-buy club still, I'm pretty convinced. Look how much it transformed the Liverpool side when we sold Coutinho for 145 million to Barcelona, which was like 5 years ago. So in today's market, it would be 250 million. Imagine a similar amount of money arriving at Liverpool. With the right kind of recruitment, we could build another team capable of challenging Man City and challenging for the title, challenging for the Champions League. That is the dream, right? As much as I would love Salah to retire at Liverpool, because he's an absolute Liverpool legend, one of the all-time top 5 best goal scorers in Liverpool's history already, and if he stays another 2 years, he could even break into 4th or 3rd top scorer in the category of top scorers at Liverpool. You can't just turn down 200 and 250 million. It's literally life-changing money in the sense of Liverpool could do so much with such amount of money. We could rebuild the side even more. We could make another beast defensive signing a la Virgil van Dijk. We need a centre-back like that in the next 1 or 2 years, definitely. So one of the big concerns for Liverpool is the Saudi Arabian transfer window is open until September the 7th. So we have another week of these rumors about Salah potentially leaving Liverpool, which is absolutely nerve-wracking. But so far, I really like Liverpool's response that we categorically rejected all offers from Al Ittihad for a transfer right now. But as I said, I think we should be bargaining with Al Ittihad. Sign a pre-contract for Salah. Sign a contract where he leaves next summer and we get 250 million starting from next summer, and that would be just the Liverpool rebuild on overdrive or on steroids, whatever you want to call it. I think that would be fantastic. I also can't help but have a feeling that this is a tactic by the Newcastle United owners to unsettle Liverpool, to unsettle Salah, and to try to actually weaken Liverpool. Because imagine if you could sign the best player of your direct rival for the top 4 place during the season while they can't replace him. That must be worth a lot of money to PIF and to Saudi Arabia. And the Newcastle fans, some of them are absolutely deluded, saying, what does this Al Ittihad offer for Salah have to do with Newcastle? You have the same owners. Al Ittihad and Newcastle have the exact same owners. So how is this not a conflict of interest? And how is this allowed? Well, I will tell you how. Because the Premier League, all they care about is money flowing into the league, and the bigger the money in the Premier League, the bigger the brand is, the more successful it is, and the more big players it can attract. But now the Premier League has a big rival. The Saudi Arabian League can actually outspend the Premier League. They have more money to wages, to transfer fees than the Premier League. So the Premier League now has another big dog in the transfer market. And it will be fascinating on how this power shift. It will be fascinating to watch how this power shift affects the future of the Premier League, future of European football. But you know what? The Premier League can't really complain, because they have been doing this to other European leagues for years, for a decade or maybe 2 decades. Because for a decade now, the Premier League has more money than La Liga, Serie A, French League, Eredivisie, German League, the Bundesliga. And they have been signing their players. So now the Premier League has an even bigger fish in the pond, if you like. And Jurgen Klopp expressed his concern in his pre-Aston Villa press conference that the money that is available in Saudi Arabia, nobody in Europe can react anymore, because the wages that are on offer are 5 times the wages even the best Premier League clubs can offer, which is a big concern. And even Klopp said that he had seen absolutely nothing to worry about, that Salah was super committed to Liverpool, he was super committed to the cause of Liverpool, and he had seen no indication that Salah would want to leave Liverpool at this point, which is actually brilliant, because the one thing that Salah could do is he could actually force a transfer by refusing to train, refusing to play games, saying that he wants to leave. But Salah is very conscious of his Liverpool legacy. He has spoken to Steven Gerrard in an interview which I watched when they were talking about Fernando Torres and how him leaving to Chelsea in the January transfer window on the last day actually tarnished his reputation, tarnished his legacy at Liverpool, and he doesn't want to do the same. And of course, Steven Gerrard flirted with Chelsea when we won the Champions League in 2005, and he almost left Liverpool, but then he stayed and he became one of the biggest legends of the football club. And I think Salah is very conscious of his legacy, his legendary status at Liverpool, and that tells me that he will stay and he will only leave Liverpool in a transfer window when Liverpool will have enough time to find his replacement. And I think Kvaratskhelia would be the perfect replacement, but Napoli of course doesn't want to sell one of their best players and their talisman. And the worrying thing is The Athletic is reporting that sources close to Al Ittihad are indicating that they haven't given up hope and they are prepared to pay up to £200 million to secure the most famous Arab footballer on the planet, a poster boy for the Saudi Arabian league that would rival even Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar. So Liverpool's resolve is going to be further tested about this. The problem is money is no object for these Saudi Arabian clubs, but I think Liverpool have to do it smartly, and I think if we sell Salah next summer, at the beginning of the summer, for 250 million pounds, we can properly rebuild this Liverpool side, and that would be just fantastic, because then we would still comply with financial fair play rules, which is super important to the Liverpool owners. And I think it's the better way to run a football club. I mean, look at Chelsea. They are an absolute shambles. I'm absolutely laughing about Chelsea losing 1-0 to Nottingham Forest, who are, just to put it into context, the last time Chelsea lost to Nottingham Forest was in 1995, the year when last Everton won a trophy. I mean, almost 30 years. And Chelsea had Moises Caicedo give the ball away before Nottingham Forest's goal. Just beautiful. If a Liverpool fan designed this game, it wouldn't have gone any better. And Lavia was sitting in the stands, sulking, pouting, really frustrated, seeing his side Chelsea lose. And I mean, Lavia, why didn't you choose Liverpool? You should have told your agent, I want to go to Liverpool and nobody else. Because yes, you were upset because we went for Caicedo and we weren't convinced about Lavia 100%. We wanted Gravenberch. He was actually our first choice because Bayern said we are not going to sell Gravenberch at the beginning of the summer transfer window. We went for Lavia, we went for Caicedo, both chose Chelsea, but it came out actually that it was Lavia wanted to sign for Liverpool all summer. But it was his agent who pushed Lavia towards Chelsea. And you can understand it. Lavia is just a 19-year-old. Yeah, yes, legally he's an adult, but in his head he's still a kid. He had one senior season in a senior professional football. He's very inexperienced. He doesn't really understand the business side of football. He doesn't really understand the business side of the Premier League, how agents work. And the agent wanted a big bonus and a big payment from this Chelsea transfer. Of course, Lavia gets a big fat contract with bigger wages probably than what Liverpool offered, even though I heard rumors Lavia was only on £45,000 per week. I mean, if that's true, he's an even bigger, dum-dum for going to Chelsea instead of Liverpool. Because at Liverpool, he would have started every week. Honestly, ahead of Bajcetic, Lavia would have been our starting defensive midfielder. We wouldn't have signed Endo. It remains to be seen whether that was the right decision or not. But Lavia is fourth, fifth choice midfielder at Chelsea. He will be on the bench a lot. Chelsea are not in any European competition, so they don't have a lot of games and they are already under massive pressure to win. And I heard that in the last 38 Premier League season, like 38 games, which is a full Premier League season, Chelsea collected 41 points. So that's almost 1 point per game ratio, which is like relegation form. There was a season in the Premier League where West Ham got relegated with 42 points. That was a famous season because never before there was a season where a team got relegated with 42 points. That was a record. I mean, it happens in La Liga, I think, last season. There was a team relegated with more than 40 points. And that's a shame because usually 40 points keeps you up. No problem. But Lavia going to Chelsea is absolutely crazy now, even in hindsight. I mean, Chelsea spent £1 billion and they still don't have a brilliant goal scorer in their team. I mean, Lukaku was supposed to be that, but he hasn't worked out at Chelsea for whatever reason. Also, it's official, Fabrizio Romano confirmed, Gini Wijnaldum has joined Jordan Henderson and Steven Gerrard at Al Ettifaq on a permanent deal from Paris Saint-Germain. I mean, this should be a cautionary tale for anyone leaving Liverpool, that the grass is not always greener. Wijnaldum didn't get a contract extension with a big enough salary, and I think that was the right decision. The Liverpool hierarchy saw that Wijnaldum's powers may be dwindling, and we sold him at the perfect time, because at PSG he didn't really play. He went to Roma, he got a big 6 months injury, which was very unlucky to him, but at Roma he didn't do much. He only played 23 games, and now PSG wanted to sell him, so he went to Saudi Arabia for big money. And it will be really interesting how they can work together, Wijnaldum and Henderson. But I don't have a lot of interest in the Saudi League because it's just a sports washing project for the country. And I mean, some newspapers are absolutely crazy, putting headlines like Mo Salah leaves training after Al Ittihad offer for him. Yes, he left training because he finished training and he went home. And that's a headline. Man leaves work to go home. I mean, absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy, these news articles that I'm reading. Let me know what you think about this whole Salah situation in the comments below. And come on, Liverpool, let's beat Aston Villa. I'm really excited for this game. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.